Okay, so this is the MobyMax sign-in screen you can get here from runamedeschools.org. If you have a Runnymede account, you can absolutely sign into MobyMax. So you're just going to click sign in right here. And rather than trying to type in a username or password or use a school code or school name, you're just going to go down here to Google Classroom. If you're on a Chromebook, sometimes this little button is hard to see. That's okay. If you just hit the expand window key, it's on the top row of your keyboard on a Chromebook, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys over from the left. So the fifth key over from the left in the top row will expand your window so you can see quite a bit more of your screen real estate. If you don't see this button, go ahead and hit that expand window key, and then you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and click Google Classroom. Now, I've used Moby quite a bit, so I don't remember if there's a pop-up message or like a welcome message, but if there is, just see what it has to say and then click through it. It does take a couple seconds, as you just saw, for Moby to kind of let you in once you click sign in. That's okay, that's normal. The first time you sign in, you will see there's a ton of subjects available to you in MobyMax, including science and social studies. I'm going to go ahead and click on the social studies tab. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to click on the social studies tab. I'm going to click right here in the search for lessons, and I'm going to search for nomadic people. Hit enter. All right, so I have quite a bit of lessons that pop up in social studies. All right, all related to nomadic people. I can assign any of these to my students. So here's Uncovering Prehistory, grade 7. There's 10 problems and 3 lesson topics. I'm going to go ahead and click on the first people. All right, and then here are some questions. And I can assign them to my students. So if I want to assign the first people to my students, I click that and assign. And then I select what students I want, or I can select by group. And then that group will get that lesson. I can set a due date and basically decide where I want these students to see this lesson when it comes up. So let's say this is something that needs to take priority. I would keep this on top. If you don't really care if they tackle it first or second or whatever, you can just do after current lesson, or you can put it all the way down to the bottom of their lessons. That way they have to do everything else before they get to this. And again, all I had to do to find this lesson was search something in this search for lessons bar right here. I can search for all kinds of lessons, social studies, science, and then obviously the math and reading language skills. For math and language, there is a pretest that all students will have to kind of hop into if they haven't messed with Moby in the past. If they have, you'll get data immediately. Your students can connect to you via Google Classroom.